Every person has their own story. The worst can happen to the best and the poorest. Can think I'm soaring. The unfortunate can start cold in the floors. Can think I'm thirsty. We all need a little light shiner to each of our journeys. To learn when we turn the page and face the world's fury. Just embrace the mistakes that made us learn to be United States. We erase just fades into obscurity. Only the brave, but strength, the faith, and my security. But unfortunately, current discourse is president from civilized. We're on the same side. They make us fight by spreading lies. Cause if we decided to riot, people ended up dying. They'd have the perfect design to separate where I sight from the blind. So be like Moses, part the Red Sea, and you start to see it. Retreating isn't an option. I'll lead you right through the deep, and the sheep collectively bleeding, things hiding inside the trees. Peace be upon you. We need to relinquish deceit.
Why don't we just stop the hatred and coexist? Adopt some patience and coexist. We can walk away to keep our bodies slain and just have coffin graves and we don't coexist. Kick off the labels and coexist. Get along with neighbors and coexist. There's a lot at stake if we can process pain and drop it at the gate. Then we can coexist.
Hey everyone, it's Derek, aka Legit Derek, and I got quite a few things I need to talk about in this video, so please stay with me if I'm not too boring. So, last week was pretty crazy. If you know who Crypt is in the underground, he's pretty big on YouTube. He does these reaction videos mostly, but he does his own music. He's a really talented artist, and this month he's deciding to hold something like a win a feature contest. The best submission gets to have him on a feature with them. So I submitted my song mainly to get feedback. I mean, I was thinking maybe there's some glimmer of hope, but whenever I was listening to like some of the people submitting them songs, man, yeah, that glimmer of hope is gone. There's some talented artists, and I feel like a freaking baby compared to them. Like I am. Like, so this whole situation with watching them and listening to the advice he was giving them, it's really got me thinking about my own career and where I want to go from here. And I was taking notes whenever he was talking to them, and whenever he was talking to me, I actually recorded him reacting to my song. So, he pretty much told me more or less what I was expecting. Need to be more clear whenever I pronounce and get more out there and really make my words more solid. And I mean, he complimented my lyrics. He said the lyrics were good. So that's something. But listening to those other artists, I am not surprised that I didn't even make him flinch. I didn't even make him backtrack like, "Ooh, that's a bar." Like, nah, he hears bars for days. Like, that's the man's job. Like, so I was going in like maybe like some bars would, maybe he'll get them, but I have no doubt he got him. It's few and far between. I need to put more hard hitting bars, like that's a bar. I just need to be more enthusiastic with my music, not like always happy and upbeat, but need to be more spontaneous with the way I put together songs. And like I'm just always trying to rap on, like, sometimes, yeah, I have different rhythms and whatnot, but I mainly try to do the fast, like little to no breathing kind of rapping, and like that's like I'm always gonna contain a message within my music. That's not gonna change, but Yeah, I need to change the way I put together songs. So I've really been self-reflecting a lot, really over this last week. But that all aside, I was also thinking what I should be doing with my YouTube channel because I don't just plan on doing my music, talking about my music. I'm probably going to be talking about other people's music, news going on in the hip hop community, and I'm probably going to start doing politics. I didn't want to do politics. I wanted to keep my music and my beliefs and politics completely separate. But the day after I had Crypt react to my song, a man I looked up to a lot, that I respected very much, was assassinated. He was just doing what this country promised him he could do, express his beliefs and opinions in the public and not have to fear for his life. I mean, it's sad because he referred to it many times that it could happen. Anything could happen. And he knew he was going into the he knew he was leaping into the lion's den. And I respect that. I did agree with a lot of what he said. There's some here and there that I didn't, but everyone is trying to make him out to be a monster. Charlie Kirk, that dude was just a Christian. He was the most moderate, right, like barely right of right in the middle. Like, honestly, he is the most centrist right winger you could find. The man was just a Christian. His beliefs leaned either to God and Christianity or to the facts and statistics, how he was interpreting them. You could love him or hate him, but he was one of the very few willing to leap straight into the fire and give his platform and his microphone to anybody who was willing to come and debate him. A student, professor, if you were in town and heard about him being in town, you could just go talk to him, have a friendly conversation, because he knew how divided we were getting, and he knew that the high schools and colleges, they tend to be leaning a certain way politically, and he felt it was right to go and argue or debate for what he believed in. So there wasn't this one massive political lopsided situation, like, because we shouldn't be living in a one party system. Like, if you think one side is corrupt or more corrupt than the other, why would you want a one party system? That just makes it 10 times worse. But he felt obligated to devote his life to going out and speaking to my generation and telling them what he believed in and asking them why they believed what they believed in. And honestly, you gotta respect the man for being willing to do that and take on anybody, regardless what they thought, regardless, how rude they were. And if you saw much of those videos, you saw a lot of people were very rude to him and angry, and they came with a closed mind. They didn't want to argue in good faith or debate in good faith. They didn't want anything but to put Charlie down and act like they already had all the answers. And Charlie was willing to sit there and take it and debate anybody. If they actually came with facts, he was willing to debate them on the facts. What people hate him for, what they claim is so monstrous, is his basic religious views or just completely out of context statements. They do it all the time. I see them do it all the time with people on the right. Yeah, I see them do it with people on the left too, but not nearly as much. You just gotta look at the source, man. Don't let anybody tell you what the source says. Look at the source for yourself and interpret it the best that you can. Don't let anyone tell you what to think, because I'm sure so many people that you've seen in your personal life were just, didn't really care that Charlie Kirk died because of things they might have heard, or even worse, they might have been celebrating it. That is the same exact place that the Jews were at. I hate using this reference, but I know it's so overused, but it really is if you think about it. The little man with the mustache, he got everybody to hate a certain group so much that, they didn't care if they just one got executed on the sidewalk, like whatever. There's just someone who took our jobs, just someone who's ruining our economy somehow, someone who's ruining the culture, maybe. So it's justified. If you know people like that, if you're close to people like that, man, you really need to judge the people that you got speaking into your life, because whether you agree with him or not, it is never okay to, you know, just scoff or laugh whenever someone dies. You don't gotta feel sorry for him. Like, you don't gotta feel sorry for his family if you completely hate him, but don't openly mock him. Like, don't openly freaking slander him after he's dead, which is what a lot of people are doing, is just slandering him with nonsense, just so they can feel justified and, you know, laughing at his death. And it's sad that we've got to this point. This is exactly why Charlie was out there all the time, debating people, trying to bridge the divide with discussion instead of shooting each other. Look where that got him. I'm gonna stay peaceful, but I was thinking about keeping politics out of my music. And after what happened to him, and after doing a lot of self reflection on my music and my career and where I want to take my YouTube channel and my life, I think I'm gonna be doing a lot more on the ground stuff eventually. I'm not gonna be doing as much videos, and I'm gonna start doing politics in my videos and my music. So if you don't like that, sorry. So I think that may be all I had to say in this video. So thank you very much, and stay tuned because here is a re-recorded old song that I am releasing for the last time. Oh yeah, and I'm still releasing all the other current songs I'm doing, and I'm just throwing that on an album, but then it's all straight singles, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of experimenting. So I'm just beginning with YouTube and music. So thank you very much, and keep it legit.
I'm aimlessly wasting my talent, aimlessly wasting my time. I'm aimlessly wasting my love and aimlessly wasting my rounds. I'm aimlessly wasting the hate that's taking control of my mind. I'm aimlessly wasting my patience, making me cave to my plight. I'm aimlessly wasting my talent, aimlessly wasting my time. I'm aimlessly wasting my love and aimlessly wasting my rounds. I'm aimlessly wasting the hate that's taking control of my mind. I'm aimlessly wasting my patience, making me cave to my plight. I'm aimlessly wasting my talent, got no direction because it's hard to stay rapper when all you got are confessions and all you're teaching is lessons. The people missing the message. I wish to take all of that out their ears and the water they fed us. I'm aimlessly wasting my time and I don't know why because I've been doing this for years, but it's like my drive down the side. Ever since my idol decided to discard have his face to their face, I felt like my life is vacant, out of place, and I'm aimlessly wasting my love. It's never enough because everyone is trying to front. It's corrupting all of my trust. I shrugged and cut them off. They were bluffing, nothing but talk. It's not my fault. Our relationship was one-sided all along, and I'm aimlessly wasting my runs. I try to stay constantly writing, but it still gets frightening when I think I'm losing sight despite the side that I aligned with the fight. All their guns and lies. I'm inclined to guide mankind back to righteousness by design.